We're going to put the bottom one in first. And hopefully you won't drop the hood on the fender like I just did. All right, guys, I think this is going to be a short drive because it just started to rain. Gosh darn it, but I really want to drive this truck, so let's go for a quick drive. All right, guys, let's get this truck wrapped up. I've got that Crown Vic swap completed on the front. I've got that electric Mustang power steering completed. I've got that S550 Mustang rear end on the back of the truck installed. It's time to get this truck back out on the road. I want to get the hood on. I think I want to take that back bumper off, that chrome bumper. I might want to get that out of here, maybe do like a roll pan or something like that. But let's get this thing done so that we can get this truck out. Now really, I should probably have some help with this. The hood is more awkward than anything. It's not that it's heavy so much that it's just an awkward weight on the edges and stuff like that. So you can do this yourself. Let's see, how do I want to do this? Let me see if I can, how did I get it? I did it myself to get it off. Let's go this way. So, alright guys, this is not recommended to do by yourself. You really should have some help. And how am I going to do this? If you put the bolts on the bottom first, then it can lean against the top of the hinge of the hood bracket and it won't tip forward. But if you put the bolts on top, like the closest to me, it could pivot on that bolt and it could tip over. So we're going to put the bottom one in first. And hopefully you won't drop the hood on the fender like I just did. Gosh dang it. You really should be doing this with some help. Really, this should be what not to do. All right. Oh, you guys, that's so embarrassing. So dropping the corner of the hood on your fender, it's a good thing the paint's all scratched up. If this was a new paint job, that would have sucked, but I probably would have had some help because it would have been more important. But with the truck the way it looked, it's less important, but still not good. That's still embarrassing, but okay. Let me get this thing tightened up and then we'll start doing some rough fitment to get this thing locked in. All right, this is gonna be not a video on how to align your hood, but let me show you when you first lock stuff in, what it's going to look like. You want to be careful when you're closing stuff that you don't want to push on anything. And okay, yeah, so here, this gap right here, and you see how it's really wide and then it gets skinny over there. I got to move this end of the hood that way. And so again, this video, guys, I'm not going to show you how to align a hood. I'm not the best, I'm not a body guy. You know, things like, see how this kind of sticks out further than this, you know, that direction. So, you know, you got to work with your alignment and stuff. The gap here isn't too bad, but I got to do some filling around here and get this thing locked in. So let me get that done, then we can move on. All right, guys, this is about as good as we're going to get. This hood, I've done this 7 times now, and I'm noticing that, so the bigger problem that I have, aside from that alignment on the back there, is that I need to adjust the hinges where they're attached to the fender aprons. And I'm hiding a massive rust problem behind this fender apron, which is common on these trucks. In fact, I'm going to be replacing both aprons and the core support down the road. They're just all rusted out, and that's a problem for different days. So loosening those bolts and adjusting stuff, I'm holding on by a thread over there. So we're just going to leave it. But again, this is not about how to align your hood. I just want to get the hood on here because I need to have it on here. It is secured down, it's bolted down, so I think we're good. Let's look at this alignment back here. As you can see, it gets wider, and it's maybe hard to tell on the camera, but it's wider back here than it is here, and then so it tapers to this point, and same thing on the other end. So that's something to do with the hood and this cowl not being aligned perfectly, but this is about as good as we're gonna get. Let me show you one thing on that side. If you can see how this sticks up above that, even as we get close. That means I gotta raise that hinge on the fender apron up to fix this out here. And so in this gap, see it gets really close here, then it widens. I mean, I have to take all this stuff off again anyways when I do those fender apron stuff, so I can focus time on getting this better aligned. I just don't want to give you guys bad info, but this is not how to do it. This is just me getting it done, and I got to take it apart again anyway, so cool. Let's look at the back bumper. You guys, I can't get the camera in here, right? So you're not gonna be able to see what I'm talking about, but I can show from this side. You see how this doesn't wrap around? It's just cut off. That's just how they are, and I get it, but I don't really care for chrome. That's not my jam, and I know there's places for it, but I would rather not have it. That doesn't mean that this truck is ugly with it or whatever. I mean, we all have our different preferences and what we want, but I just don't really want it on here, and so I'm thinking about taking this off. Now, the other problem is this bumper actually doesn't fit this truck. It's been over a year, about a year and a half, I did a video of attaching this bumper. I had a bigger bumper on the back that was those like farm truck kinds where it's got the diamond plate step on it, and it weighs 1,000 pounds, and you can pull a stump out of the ground with it. Again, not something that I wanted, but the guy that I bought this truck from had this bumper with the deal, so I put it on there, but it's not the right bumper for this truck. I had to make it work. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Let me lift this truck up and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So when I put this on here, I had to make these brackets fit this bumper. I had to cut the ends off to fit because the end of this thing didn't fit the contour of that. And then you can see how I had to put these spacers in here. I got an inch block because this bumper is for a wider frame. I don't even know which truck it comes off of. You guys might know. But it doesn't fit my truck, and so it works. I was able to bolt it on, and it's not going anywhere. It's pretty solid. But this is not what I want. I don't like this kind of stuff. There's other ways you can solve this problem, but I just don't really want this bumper on here, and I want to take it off. I want to get this thing out of here and either leave it blank or put a roll pan on. So let's get this guy off first and see what it looks like. All right, so this bumper is, I think it's 36 inches wide, right? Because, well, it's 37. And this is a 34-inch frame because it's a 68 F100, but that's probably why. I don't have the brackets on backwards or anything like that. That's just, it's for whatever a 37-inch frame. So I don't know if that's Ford or Chevy, but some of you guys probably know. But anyways, I'm gonna take this thing off and let's take a look at the holes. So when I shortened the bed, I had to drill new holes for those brackets. I wish I didn't keep the bumper because then I wouldn't have had to re-drill those holes, but whatever. I think I might want to do a gas tank back here. So another reason to have this out of the way makes it easier, but it can still be done with the bumper. But back here, this thing's pretty rusty. This is all damaged and stuff, but I wonder if we should put a roll pan on here or just leave it. Let me show you what I got. I got one of these, they're just a generic roll pan, nothing fancy. Oh, cool, it's got the holes drilled in it already. That makes it nice for mounting. But that's awesome. See, that's bent right there. I gotta fix that. That's cool. Yeah. Now, something like this, you don't want to leave it bare on the truck, right? We gotta paint it, do like an epoxy primer at a minimum for this guy. But let's go let's go ahead, set it up there and see how it looks. Now, I know you guys can't see right this second, but we just put this up there. Are you supposed to trim this to fit? Because it doesn't hang over the back, does it? I think you're supposed to trim this to fit. I don't know, guys. Let me show you what I'm talking about. All right, so if we butt it up or get it close to that end down there, see how it's overlapping here? And this is my inexperience with this kind of stuff. Maybe you are supposed to cut it to fit, but that just doesn't seem like you would, yeah, if you were to make it even, that looks dumb. I don't think that's the right way. But the bigger problem I'm running into is it's winter time still, and painting this here in the garage, this is just, it's too cold. I think we should wait. I mean, this isn't going to keep me from driving the truck right now, kind of a thing, but yeah, guys, I mean, I'll have to trim it, but I think we should wait till it's a little warmer to paint this thing, and then we can put it on the truck. I mean, this isn't bad, I guess, this way. I could just put a couple holes in here and put the license plate on, but I don't know. Maybe it'll look better on the ground. All right, so yeah, sorry guys, really can't see much back here, but yeah, it looks a little naked almost, right? We need something. I think I need that roll pan, but it's not going to keep me from driving the truck, but I think I don't want to leave the bumper off, just nothing. I think I want to put that roll pan on there, but yeah. Okay. All right. Forgot to put those emblems on the hood. One of my favorite parts. So I got new emblems a while back, but awesome. So I think the next thing to do is fire up the truck. You know, it's been, well, as I've been making these videos, this has been a couple of months. The truck's been sitting here on the lift with the whole Crown Vic front end, and then I went straight into that S550 rear end. So the truck's just been sitting here, and let's fire it up and see if she'll start. Let's see, let's open this so we can see all the, well, I guess you really can't see anything. You can't see the inside of the engine turning, but let's fire it up. So one of the downsides with this lift is can't easily get in here. Alrighty. Neutral. Give it some gas. This thing's dry. Let's see what happens. Hopefully the battery's charged. It's so smoky in here. Awesome. Yeah, you got to open the garage door to get the, it's bad in here, but she fired right up, right? That's what we wanted. Maybe we should go for a drive. All right, guys. I think this is going to be a short drive because it just started to rain. Gosh darn it, but I really want to drive this truck, so let's go for a quick drive. Now I got that new power steering, and I can already tell that that's awesome. I mean, it's so easy to drive this truck. I still need to get in alignment, but I haven't gone anywhere, so that's okay. The steering wheel's not straight, but it's okay. We'll figure it out. Oh, this is awesome. It's driving. Man, this is great. It just works. I mean, we shouldn't be surprised, right? If you take the time and do everything right, it should just work, but this is awesome. So how does it feel? I mean, it's, you guys are not gonna be able to tell on the camera, right? But it's responsive, it darts back and forth, it feels connected, it feels more precise than that dual I-beam, worn out kingpin bushing setup that I had before. You know, if those were all brand new parts, I'm sure those would have been great, but I'm trying to do more performance with this truck, and so I want something like I've got now, with this, something more precise. Still shifts like a truck, but that's okay, we'll get to that part. Fourth gear, cruising along. I don't like the rain, but oh well. We're driving. Wipers work, that's good. Yeah guys, so you know, how does everything feel? The truck doesn't feel overly stiff. I mean, it's stiffer, right? But it's not like a race car where you just feel every bump and there's no compliance in anything. But yeah, this just, other than the crooked steering wheel, I mean, it just drives, and man, everything feels good. Yeah, let's head back to the house. I don't want to be in this rain anymore. Gosh darn it. We drove. Of course, it just stopped raining. Gosh darn it. Oh well. I really don't want to get the truck wet, but that's a whole nother conversation right now. I try to keep this more of a fair weather truck, but again, yay, we drove. So guys, here's a better view of no bumper. Oh look, you can see the whole S550 rear end. Yay, that's awesome. I love that. Cool. Anyways, so to see without the bump or the roll pan, I think I still want to do it, but I'm gonna have to just paint it when the weather's a little bit better. But I like the lack of bumper better on this setup, but gosh, it's kind of hard to get back enough so you can see what we've got going on here. You know, I still need to adjust the height. I got some wheel tire thing I'm going to be doing, so there's no point in setting the height yet till I get that wheel tire thing figured out, and then I can dial that stuff in. And plus, I still need to do the front. I want to do coilovers in the front. I'll probably do QA1s just like I did back here, but I still have to do the front stuff. But other than that, yeah, look at this. Oh, the truck looks so good. Awesome. I love it. Cool. All right, guys, so this is probably a good spot to stop. You know, we didn't do much, right? We got the hood on. No big deal. Took the bumper off, no big deal, but driving was the big thing I wanted to do. I wanted to get the truck out and drive it. I haven't driven on any of this stuff since I did any of that Crown Vic front end, this S550 rear end, and it just drives. And that electric power steering, man, it's just so easy. I love it. But cool, well, I got more stuff to do, and I am pumped. This truck is starting to turn out like I wanted, and this is exciting. I can't wait to do more. All right, guys, we'll see you in the next one.